Hey, Pokemon League Championship fans, it is your host, as always, Ian, aka Mura, for those of you that will get Pokemon from me. We are chilling today, checking out Week 9. Sorry for the late stream. We obviously had some problems. I don't really want to get into it, but we had to push it back. Today's giveaway is Zygarde. We were just talking about something. Zygarde, and you can change its ability in game to Power Construct. That's why it's not Power Construct, because technically that would be illegal. But or I couldn't trade it to you, rather. Anyway, this is the giveaway this week for you guys that want to go ahead and participate in that. You just have to drop a Magikarp in GTS as always, asking for a level 100 Zygarde, and we will send that out to you. Now, with all that being said, we've got our co-host as usual, Zach.
You.
And we have Dan again this week.
Hello.
Wearing your team colors. So everybody's here. Are you wearing your team colors? I know both of you guys have your shirts. Well, you have one of your shirts, Zach, because you have two teams.
No, not today.
No, I like to wear it. I like to wear it when I go out.
I straight up wear my colors whenever I stream, or most of the time when I stream, rather. But
well, you're on camera.
Yeah, you know. Well, even before I did it, it was just like a ritual thing. But so we're giving away Zygarde. Drop a Magikarp into GTS. I'll go ahead and give it out. You guys can see over here that we are doing the giveaway in the top right corner here, and this is going to be one of the first matches. So we usually talk about the week every week. How are you guys feeling about Week 9? I know it was the last week before midseason. There was a lot of tension going into midseason and the wire right before midseason.
It was a pretty tight week. We got some pretty wild matches. Some really unexpected things happened for sure. John, well, I won't spoil anything, but it was a good week. It was really.
This week was stressful because until after the game was done, I only really worried about mine, and I was just stressing out please let me get what I wanted on the wire.
Oh yeah, because essentially, for those of you that don't know, we are a draft style league, and we hold wires every week, but then also we have a mid-season wire where we basically power up the whole wire. We add a bunch of really powerful Pokemon, and then we just, let everybody go ham. And it's a lot like every other wire. It opens at midnight on the day that it's supposed to open, and then it's just a free-for-all. Everybody just has to actually, get their Pokemon first. This year, I actually got both my mid-season wire picks. I was a little hesitant on my second one, but I ended up going for it just in case I missed my first one. And we could talk about the mid-season later, though, because I can actually bring up people's teams. And we can do that for sure. We can talk about how everybody changed. But just crazy matches this week, man. And then we get this... the week that we're currently in, technically, is the mid-season week. It's a bye week, so we don't have any battles, but we will eventually do... Next week, we're going to do a little showcase, which we'll talk about later. Anything else you want to add, Zach?
Oh, yeah. Anybody want to talk about these mid-season pickups?
Well, I figured we'd talk about that a little bit later. I can pull up teams on the stream, and then we could talk about that. Cool. Just so we can have the standard stream, though.
Yeah, we gotta get all these boring, not mid-season wire picks out of the way.
Yeah,
first.
Get the matches out so people aren't confused about why didn't this person bring a Veltal or whatever. Damn, nobody wants them yet. Whatever. They'll want them eventually. So the first match... What's up?
Oh, very good. I was just letting you know, I posted on Twitter and everything. We are live.
Nice.
The address.
So me versus Jay Wade is this battle. I was on a 2-week loss streak. Jay Wade just came from beating a Reese, who was the 2-time champ, not the current champ, but he was the 2-time champ. So he was on a real high. He was on a real high there. You know, he just beat one of the best players in the league, and he was ready to keep the streak going. I personally was really more interested in not losing a 3rd week in a row. Specifically, no offense to him, but to the player who has like one of the worst records in the season. So I was like, I'm fucking not losing. I told him last week that I was gonna beat the shit out of him. No offense. And then this week, I definitely was like, I'm not holding back at all.
And last week was when you lost to Jay, right?
No, the week before that I lost to Jay. Last week I lost to Mike.
Ah, okay, got you.
Right.
Because I remember you lost to Jay because you weren't taking it seriously, and you're like, I can't let that happen again.
Yeah. And then Mike was just a really close match as usual. I ended up taking the L though. You know, like we were saying last week, 1 or 2 different changes, match could have been totally different, but that's the game we play. So the first match, like I said, me versus Jordan Wade. With his team in mind, I knew that he was going to have a lot of water attackers. I mean, even though Lugia is not necessarily a water type, it has access to a lot of water moves. Tapu Fini is there. Pyroar presented an interesting problem for my Solgaleo as a powerful fire type. And then Hawlucha, really no joke. Donphan also able to do pretty good damage with his ground type, and he's super bulky, hard to kill in one hit for sure.
Yo, I see you, a kid from Kanto. Guys, a kid from Kanto's in the Twitch chat. Check out his stream. He does some good Pokemon content too if you are interested.
So I'm like, first of all, gotta break multi-scale. So I brought Tyranitar so Sand could do it, or I was gonna set rocks, but obviously you see he's leading Lugia. So I was like, Sand's gonna break multi-scale or whatever if I attack him, you know, we'll see. And Zorora was there because I saw his Pachirisu, and I was like, I'm not trying to have this thing follow me on turn 1, so I'm just gonna fucking fake that out because it has higher priority. And that's why I led these two. And then the rest, you know, Roserade's a strong special attacker. Nidoking, again, also a strong special attacker. Azumarill, one of the biggest physical bulk Pokemon in the game, also with huge power, really powerful. And then Solgaleo, I mean, that's just, why wouldn't I bring him? But I'm ready to kick this one off if you guys are.
Sure.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, go! That lead, I just, like, it was either Zorora and Zorora and Tyranitar, or Solgaleo and Tyranitar, but he had Pachirisu, so I didn't want to lead Solgaleo.
Excuse me. Sorry. So I'm pretty sure he's leading the Lugia here, expecting Stealth Rock, which is a good move on his part.
Yeah,
the problem is he really needs to have something on Lugia to like deal with both Cheetar and Zorora, because these things are really big threats too. Even though it's really bulky, it's really susceptible to both rock and electric.
It would not appreciate a Plasma Fist or a Crunch from either of these guys.
Yeah, and one sand damage and his thing's gone. So
yeah.
I was gonna fake out the other Tapu Fini, but he withdrew it, I guess expecting me to use some type of electric attack, or even predicting my move. I went for the Crunch. Obviously, multi-scale just really took the damage down a bit, but now it's broken.
Honestly, like looking on it, I'm not really a fan of this move, because if he just like went with like turn 1 Hawlucha and Lugia, and he just protected with Hawlucha to set up a Tailwind, like you would be in a really bad spot, because he would definitely outpace Zeraora.
I was a little tilted when I saw this. I was like, oh crap, Z move, like he could mop one of these dudes easy, and it's Tectonic Rage obviously, but I do have Sand up, and he's going for Tyranitar, so it is a special attacker. I got the special attack buff, and Lugia is not a ground type Pokemon, so
it's also not very strong in general. Yeah, it's not like Ho-Oh.
Yeah, so
it's
just
not going to do
eat
a lot
it.
of damage.
I just eat it, and then I set Stealth Rocks, which is in addition with Sand, now I'm just going to be poking anything he switches in or out.
Mm.
Yeah, the Lugia's just kind of stuck here now. It can't really switch out or else it's already certain death.
I knew he was going to do the follow me, so I went ahead and put Taunt on Zorora, and that's what I use right now. And he does Calm Mind, which is like if he had done Calm Mind and then
Like
Z move,
if he reversed those moves, it could have been a little different.
yeah, exactly. But instead, he goes for that Calm Mind. My taunt busts off on Pachirisu, essentially fucking ending its usefulness. And Rock Slide busts off, and Lugia avoids it. Like, I was like, fuck! Because that would have done a good fucking amount of damage to him.
Yeah. Lugia, man, very swift.
Yeah, exactly. And now, I'm like, I don't really need this Pokemon out here, but I need to get some more damage onto him. He brings out Donphan, which I was really happy about, because I need to get rid of that thing ASAP. Chose to protect, baiting out any type of attack he might do with like Earth Power, and then he attacks this Pokemon, but as always, I have a Shucka Berry ready.
So you heard that, guys. He says, as always. So if you ever see it, it's always going to have Shucka Berry.
That's actually not even true, though, to be totally honest.
You bring it like every match. Whatever.
It's a lot of matches I do bring it, but then like you'll see a Life Orb on it or something every once in a while. He survives.
No.
He survives the Plasma Fist and then dies to the fucking Sand. I was like, yes, fuck yeah.
Surprised I didn't try and go for like a Recover. Actually, Roost would have been really good here. Because it takes off the electric and the rock weakness from
He must have not had it, I guess.
Now Hawlucha comes out and totally busts off the Misty Seeds. I am not fucking with Hawlucha, alright? Like, I'm not dealing with that. I knew he was going to attack Tyranitar anyway, so I went ahead and brought this chick out. He goes for Protect, which is awesome on his part.
It's good, but I was actually surprised he went for the Protect instead of, like, attacking.
Well, because my Zorora was going to outspeed him. He's trying to kill Zorora here.
Does it outspeed with double speed from Undead?
Probably, because Zeraora's base 145.
Oh, that's super true. Well, speaking of it, it died and got a crit on.
So it was a really good move on his part, for sure, yeah.
Like, he was definitely expecting Zeraora to do something. So that was a smart play.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Berry triggers and Sand subsides.
So now the battlefield is no longer weird.
Boom. Azumarill comes out. I'm feeling killing the shit out of these Pokemon because I really need to go ahead and do that. I protect, and then Donphan actually protects, I guess, reading a Aqua Jet. Hawlucha uses Acrobatics, which I protected, and then guess what? Belly Drum. But I got my stats wrong, so it doesn't trigger Citrus. But I do get +6 attack, which is about to be match defining.
So this is a good time as ever. I'm just going to plug it in. If you guys want a battle-ready Zygarde, please drop a Magikarp onto GTS asking for a level 100 Zygarde. We will ship that out to you. We will hook you up.
So you might...
Hashtag drop your fishies. Hashtag acquire your wormies.
You might wonder why I have Seed Bomb on her. I totally messed up and forgot to put Energy Ball instead. So
alright, but I gotta ask, why Seed Bomb?
It was an accident. I just said that.
How?
Like, I was just not paying attention.
Uses Seed Bomb. You know?
I just wasn't paying attention. So, but he brings this Pokemon out. Doesn't matter. I have +6 fucking attack here.
I would have just gone for the Ice Shard on the Roserade, honestly. Like, you're not really stalling out anything, but the Protector's really good with the Aqua Jet, though.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Sludge Bomb.
Sludge Bomb almost takes it out. Like, this is the problem I've always had with Dwayne's team. Like, it's so slow. Like, it ramps up really hard, but though in order to get there, you had to, like, fall down, like, 10 flights of stairs and finally get to that power spike.
And here I am. I know I outspeed the Tapu Fini, so I know Sludge Bomb is going to kill it. Aqua Jet's obviously going to kill Donphan. So I'm
a kid from Kanto,
fuck it.
Unless you're playing Snorlax and J-Wade's behind the trigger.
Boom! Sludge Bomb kills Finny. That's a double KO in one turn and an unnecessary crit. Lots of those this season.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff this season.
But like, okay, so you put C-Bomb on it, but why not Vine Whip?
I just forgot. Anyway, so he brings out
I just forgot.
Pyroar and Pachirisu. I'm just like, fuck it. Now I'm like, he's gonna follow me anyway. I might as well kill the Pachirisu because they'll probably protect with the Pyroar.
I don't think he would protect it along with the follow me, honestly.
No,
Oh yeah, you're right. He
definitely
doesn't do that. He does follow me, and I'm like, whatever, fuck it. Well, Aqua Jet. You know, on the off chance he didn't do it, it would have killed either of them.
The Pyroar.
And now
Yeah.
his only hope, and there's not much of one, is to try to kill both these Pokemon, and she survives.
Yeah, Pyroar not actually doing too much damage here with it's a Hyper Voice.
Boom, all
Yeah,
she
I
wrote.
don't think I had Life Orb.
I don't know what item it had, honestly. It might have been like a Pinch Berry, but yeah.
It was probably an
strong.
HP berry.
So
That's what I would assume.
Smooth 5-0 on J Wade. I stuck true to my promise to beat the shit out of him. I'm sorry, J Wade. I really needed to get my score back up, and you just happened to be in the way.
You just happen to be in the way.
You happen to be easy pickings.
And then that ends that match. Going into the next match, which is Dan versus Mike. Ooh.
Hashtag
Mike.
drop your fishies. Hashtag acquire your wormies.
So
Like,
Dan's
I don't know.
been on a crazy W streak lately. I mean, just in general, in the whole season, he's been doing really well.
Dan, talk about your team.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, I was super honestly expecting him to bring a rain with the Pelipper. Especially because for 2 weeks now I've been picking up this little hail core here with a Abomasnow and Sand Slash. Because I really, this is like Mike's team is like one of the only teams where I feel like I super have the counter his weather, because he has way too much strong stuff with a lot of Swift Swimmers and whatnot. But the main issue I was having is that no matter how much I could counter rain, I really needed to find things to deal with Volcarona, because that one Pokemon destroys most of what I have, which is why, for once in a lifetime, you're not seeing Hoopa on this team. Because I remember from a match with Jay where just one bug move, and even if it's not a stab move, will probably kill it.
Yeah.
So,
One little U-turn.
or a U-turn. So Zach and I were talking a bit, trying to figure out what to build, and we got the first 5 Pokemon you see here down, like, easily. We just couldn't figure out a 6th Pokemon, because basically everything I had that was an option had really bad downsides, because Liepard and Liepard has problems with Serena with priority. Incineroar does not like rain. Bronzong is usually too passive. Renaclus is too slow, also loses the bug. And Hoopa we already just talked about. So we have the basic Hail Core with Abomasnow and Sandslash. Sandslash has Rockzy to try and get a one-shot on that Volcarona. Conkeldurr, basic Conkeldurr with Assault Vest. Tapu Bulu with Pinchberry. I really needed it for Tapu Wars, which I've been really having a lot of fun with. This Electivire is actually not following me this week. I'm going to talk about it later because when it comes up in the match, but it's a jolly basic Life Orb variant trying to like get some, because it's decently fast and it's trying to get a sneaky kill on something big like Coco or Zekrom, and you'll see what happens in the match. And then lastly, so I finally decided myself to I'm gonna bring Bronzong, because the reason we were not gonna bring it was because we were scared of taunt, but Bronzong is really huge taunt bait because it's just a support Pokemon, we all know. So I'm actually packing 3 attacks plus protect as a weakness policy. So if he ever taunts it and then tries to hit it with a super effective move, he's just gonna start one-shotting things.
Yeah. Also, obviously you said you went, what was it, Groundsy?
Roxy.
Roxy, what was the rock attack?
Rock Slide.
Word. Honestly, like, even, I feel like Rock Slide in general, obviously if it missed, that would have sucked. Is there any other rock move he has? Because, like, this open, like, if he fucking busts off one Heat Wave, that's it. Yeah. So if you had, like, a Focus Sash on him, that would have been obviously perfect.
That would have been good, yeah, probably. there's rock slide with him and Abomasnow. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah. So like, if you had busted off like a focus sash, honestly, like, no offense, I don't know if it works or not. We'll see in a second. But I felt like that would have been the safer play. But I see you went for the damage, and I think that's also a really smart play.
Yeah. So we can see on Hendo's side, he brought Volcarona. He knew that whether he brought Hoopa or whether he brought Ice, Volcarona was the safest bet to bring on his team, the most dangerous threat. We've seen Mike and Aris just pretty much swap back and forth with Rotom Heat and Volcarona. So, you know, it's been just going back and forth. So Mike really felt like he needed it for this week. Mike really felt like he needed it for this week. It definitely counters a lot of Dan's team. So I can see why he was trying to lead with it, to try and just put him on pressure from the get-go. Murkrow here, he hasn't really brought Murkrow a whole lot, if at all. It's definitely here for, like, you know, like the general support with Taunt, Tailwind, and all that kind of good stuff.
Prankster shenanigans.
Yeah. Zekrom and Tapu Koko here, obviously the dude are justice. They're, you know, straightforward mons. Gengar here. Pretty much. Yeah, Gengar here just pretty much to put a dent in everything it can. And then, of course, Serena to stop Liepard and then Incineroar. It's like, you know, thing that they got going on.
Excellent match, especially this one. Like, again, another hard week to decide the order. I mean, obviously the first one was first for a reason, but like the rest of the matches are really hard to decide the order because these are pretty clutch matches. Again, we're seeing the lead. We have Abomasnow and Sandslash, Alolan, and Murkrow, and the bug Volcarona. Murkrow, as with a prankster, he could set sunny day, like he could do anything to change your weather, and then one heat wave could probably OHKO both those Pokemon. So this is a really difficult matchup lead here. Let's see how it goes. You guys ready?
Yep.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hey, Churro, what's up, man? I see you in the Twitch chat. Just letting you know we're giving away Zygardes, battle ready. They're all good to go. Drop a Magikarp onto the GTS, drop your Fishy, acquire your Wormy. Just letting you know. Its ability is Aura Break, but if you take it to the NPC in your game, he can hook you up with a Power Construct ability.
Meme Crow.
Into a big robot.
Meme Crow, the Pokemon League mascot. Unfortunately, you don't really get to see a good Meme Crow on our logo right now, but Meme Crow is awesome.
So going into this week, I forgot he had Murkrow, so I was having a huge problem. Here he goes for Quash to make me go last with Sandslash. I was really surprised he just didn't go Tailwind, so the Volcarona went out speed, because if a Heat Wave probably would have still one-shot, but this is a really broken play from Abomasnow. I get the Blizzard up, and I actually freeze the Volcarona.
Yeah, Heat Wave probably would have outsped Abomasnow too.
Oh, yeah. No, the thing is, I think Tailwind, it doesn't actually go into effect until the end of the turn.
Oh, it doesn't not? Right. But since now he's frozen, because I found out after the match that wasn't Heat Wave, that's Revelation Dance, probably for the Sandslash, but now I get a free hit with Roxy. Because the main
Fiery Dance, right?
Fiery Dance, yeah.
My bad. I was like, that bitch don't know Revelation Dance.
So I get the Roxy, and funny thing,
fucking that ends that shit right there. That's the one Pokemon that could have really given you a fucking problem.
Yeah, I don't care about Zekrom. I just wanted to get him out.
You know what's the crazy part? If y'all didn't see it.
It had a Charty Berry and it still died.
Yeah, Charty Berry, so it halved the damage of any rock type move. Still OHKO'd.
Yeah, times 4 week. So he's bringing out the Coconut, get the Electric Seed.
So Rock Slide wouldn't have killed.
Your suggestion wouldn't have helped.
Yeah.
And you just happen to get the fucking
freeze. But then here's another thing too. So he sets up Tailwind. I don't know what he's going to do with Coco, but I Iron Hit him and I get the flinch next turn with the Sandslash. So I get another free Blizzard, taking out the Murkrow.
Huge fucking amount of damage to Coco.
Just tell us, Mike. What did you do in the past? Were you a dictator or something in the past? Were you like some third world ruler or some shit? Like what's going on, man? You got the worst karma in the world, bro.
So he switches out Coco here because he wanted to save it, and brings out Serena since there's no priority.
Dude, his RNG is saving itself for fucking playoffs, and then he's gonna win for all us.
So he brings out Serena because Serena doesn't really count anything on my team since I didn't bring a priority except for Mach Punch. I should have protected here with the Sand Slash, expecting like a Focus Blast or something in Gengar, but it wouldn't have really mattered because Tailwind's gonna outspeed me anyway. So Sand Slash got the 1 kill, but it did what it needed to do, and it got rid of the biggest threat against me. Meanwhile, this Abomasnow here so far has been like the MVP of my team.
Abomasnow, people sleep on him. He's cool though.
I do love him.
This is Scarf Abomasnow, right?
This is Choice Scarfed.
That's why he was speeding so fast.
Blizzard. Yeah. So I get a Blizzard, almost take out the Serena, but the Hail triggers the Pinch Berry, which is a little bit annoying, but
Tilt.
Abomasnow's fairly fine. So now I bring up the Bronzong, because I know he might just knock off the Bronzong to trigger Weakness Policy, but instead he goes for Shadow Ball, which this is a physically defensive Bronzong instead of special. It almost one-shots it, but now their Weakness Policy triggers.
And here he goes. A 2-stage up.
Yeah. So Abomasnow gets another Blizzard and takes out the Gengar. Almost kills the Serena too. That would have been 3 kills. If it wasn't if it wasn't for that berry. But now she gets a high jump kick off. And Abomasnow finally goes down. I'm perfectly fine with him going down. That he doesn't have weather, and I have plenty of counters for
I'm about to say he did his job.
And that massive attack set, Bronzong taking out like 5 HP on the Serena for the knockout. So you're not really getting to see the huge damage it's bringing today.
So we are giving away Zygarde, guys. Nobody wants them.
Hashtag drop your fishies. Hashtag acquire your wormies.
So now he's just down to his last 2, which is the really weak in Coco, and it's really good.
Did you use those hashtags on? Did you use those hashtags on Twitter?
Yes, I did.
God damn.
So here's a misplay. I forgot that the Tailwind was still up, so he was outspeeding. I realistically should have used Protect on Electivire and Earthquake on the Bronzong, but because this Electivire could outspeed.
If you Earthquake them.
If I Earthquake the Bronzong, I still would have knocked out the Coco and done some damage. I should have.
Yeah, no, that would have been the move right there.
And then I should have protected because Tailwind ends literally this turn. This turn.
Yeah.
So
I straight up when J-Wade had Tailwind up, I was hitting that plus sign all day, checking the status.
Yeah.
But every turn, I was like, how many turns I got left? All right, protect.
I don't think it would have killed, but the Electivire had a Life Orb.
And he knew you were Heat Wave. I mean, he knew you were Heat Proof.
Yeah. No, it's level Levitate.
Well, it doesn't matter because Zeus has.
Oh, right.
So this is a big standoff here because Bulu's hard counters Zekrom because this move pool is actually legitimately trash. So it can't beat Bulu. But the problem is Bulu can only really hurt Zekrom with superpower, which I'm not trying to use. Because I want to keep this thing healthy. Here's he goes for the Bolt Strike, which is a good thing. I had Bolt. If he had the electric terrain, he would have shot Conkeldurr with
absolutely.
With that. But now it's basically GG because I get the Wood Hammer off just to do as much damage as possible. Almost taking it out, even with the not very effective hit. Because Bulu's a big boy, and I just go for the knockout.
Too.
Yeah.
That was good.
Who knows what would have happened if the Electivire was alive? I highly doubt it would have one-shot the Zekrom, but there's a huge possibility it could, especially with the Earthquake and the Bronzong. But I'm not gonna excuse myself because I needed to do what I needed to do to win, even if it's a 2-0, 1-0, something like that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, like it's not like you planned that freeze, but we take those, you know.
Yeah.
It would have killed too. So he, Mike's always a great opponent. RNG has definitely been hating him this season. I mean, there's no denying that.
Maybe that's just his quirk, dude. Like RNG for all but me.
Negative RNG. When I roll these numbers, they're always low.
Every time I roll 2 dice, I get snake eyes.
But that's cool though, because in Monopoly, that means he gets an extra throw. So he's just rolling snake eyes all day.
until he rolls
so,
in the
so he
jail.
just rolls until he eventually he gets 1-2.
Yeah, right. So, all right, here we go. John Mark versus Dryden. We got John coming in strong. He's got his Weavile as usual. He's bringing his Oranguru. You know, those are two of his favorite Pokemon that he always has. We have no Sandcore, but we do have Diancie. Excuse me. He's bringing 2 Intimidate, so double Intimidate, and that bulky boy on the end there with the Centipede. So he's definitely prepared to counter the bulk that is Speakman. God damn it. So he's got his bulky Pokemon himself, and also he's got some really fast Pokemon. Dryden's bringing... shut up, Zach.
It's so funny. You can't see his face.
Yeah, you can't see his face. He's just Cousin It. We're just going to call him Cousin It. Bringing Lycanroc day form, midday form, with my baby Ojibwe, the Zapdos, probably not even, I don't know, who cares. Reshiram coming in strong, being the good boy that he is. We got his Tangagrowth making another appearance. He hasn't learned his lesson yet, so here comes Landorus. And then we've got his Caracosta. I guess he was definitely banking on John Mark bringing sand, which he doesn't do, and that kind of fucks up the special defense on his Lycanroc and his Caracosta there, where he was assuming maybe that he could have done that. One of these Pokemon might have Rain Dance. I'm not sure. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right. Just a reminder to everybody, we are giving away that Zygarde. Nobody's wanted it yet, but just so you know, it's battle ready, and you can just toss a Magikarp up onto GTS asking for a level 100 Zygarde, and I will send that out to you. I'm going to start checking. That's the little box you see in the top right corner there, and send you those Pokemon, guys. Anyway, here we go with this match. 1, 2, 3, go. You were like, did he hit play already?
Hurry the fuck up.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta get a little fancy with it. Looking for Magikarps. Trident, Cousin It.
True form.
It's a girl. Sending out his Lycanroc and Ojibwe, aka Zapdos, Thunderbird. What's up? Oranguru and White Lace, his Weavile, who has always been part of pretty much every fucking team he's ever made.
Yeah, that's his signature Pokemon.
So he gets the fake out on the Lycanroc, which is pretty good in my opinion, but now Chris gets a Tailwind, which might seem like a questionable play, but he gets the Trick Room set up with
Boom.
Now he's super outspeeding everything.
Fuck. Yo, I was thinking about that lately. A lot of people were relying on Tailwind lately. Like, setting a Trick Room changes that whole fucking game right there.
So he immediately pulls out Weavile and brings out a Great Wall, while Jack Black goes for just some basic Psychics. Doesn't do as much against Lycanroc, but Oranguru doesn't have the biggest special attack. He's mainly a support Pokemon. Takes the hit from Thunderbolt like a champ, and Giratina just does not care about any physical hits.
Drago Wago. So
Lycanroc's definitely a 2KO away from this game.
Also, he's sitting here having expected sand. I mean, I'm assuming he expected sand. Yeah. And not getting that boost. You know what I mean? And, oddly enough, he didn't bring sand. I don't know why, but he didn't. Is this... Okay, this isn't... All right. Oh, God. Thank God.
This is, so speaking of...
About to fucking just shut that down, man.
Yeah, no. This is,
It's like, extra sensory.
Extra sensory. I don't know what he brought it for, but
you guys want to know where that comes from?
I'm assuming he got it. He wanted it for Braylon.
You guys know. You guys know where that comes from?
I have no idea what you.
That's a Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness move.
Oh my god! No one cares.
Jesus. So Orashir comes out, and Lycanroc is really frail boy, so goes down. Nothing can stand before the Great Wall of
If you guys have learned nothing from this, Never ask Ian for mons.
Why never ask me for one? I get good fucking Pokemon that are hard to get, man. That Pokemon's from XD Gale of Darkness. You know what I had to do for that? I had to fucking bottle cap that shit, because you can't get 31 IVs all across the board in Pokemon. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Reshiram goes for that Protect.
And Shadow Ball comes out in the Giratina. Speakman using a lot more Protects than he usually does, which is really good. Which is really good on his part because Protect's really good in this game.
Yo, Zapdos is fucking sexy, man.
It's really bulky. Takes out the Oranguru. We didn't really get to see it do too much cool stuff with Instruct this game, unfortunately.
Got me looking at Zapdos like, baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
So I guess Chris didn't really feel like using Protect or switching out the Zapdos for later. We get the switch out to the Diancie here. Very threatening Pokemon, but he goes for the Fake Out here just to get a quick knockout. Doesn't want to deal with any more BS from this bird. But Reshiram goes for the Dragon Pulse, which is a good switch from John Spark because Diancie just smacks that Dragon Pulse away.
Really good switch.
I say BS to BS.
Yeah. So this is interesting because he brings out Landorus against the Pile.
Because it's bait!
Because it's bait. So he gets a Protect off. So does Diancie. So just like half just doing nothing. Thanks to the Ice Shard. I'm saying Life Shard. Good lord.
Knew it. Earth Power. Oh, wrong. Oh, fuck. If he had hit the Weavile, that would have been the play anyway. Why wouldn't you have hit the Weavile, killed the Weavile? The Weavile's the one challenging the fucking Landorus.
Yeah. It was in the flood.
Turbo Blaze would have OHKO'd the shit out of that fucking Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Or Blue Flare, whatever. Sorry.
Well, now we go with Blue Flare, but he gets protected. Here's a big Diamond Storm.
You got it backwards, Speakman!
Reshiram taking half damage. Tangro's tanking it like a monster, because Bob Marley is a really strong bulky grab. Gets a little leftovers recovery.
Where these rocks come from, man?
Okay. Switches out for the Gyarados. Gyarados, I guess he just wanted to reset the Fake Out. Gyarados doesn't seem too strong here, but
water move versus the Reshiram.
It can stomach a Blue Flare.
It can take a Blue Flare, that's for damn sure. So Tangrowth goes for the Giga Drain on the DS. Being a rock type, it's weak to grass, so even though it's just a huge tank, it's still going to take a lot of damage and go back to full.
Even if it gets that, and even if it gets that defense boost, it's still gonna fucking be hitting special defense. So whatever. Yeah,
Tangrowth just does not care about Diamond Storms. Good Protect on the Reshiram here, because otherwise it would have been down by. Right? Diancie going for the Protect.
I would have gone for Diamond Storm. Oh, okay, here we go.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Fuck you, Reshiram.
Yeah. So Giant Bunny Dragon goes down. Tangrowth, I did not even see Tangrowth's HP bar move, to be completely honest.
I mean, it's a bulky grass thing.
Yeah. Giga Drain comes out actually on the Gyarados. Yeah, I don't know if he was expecting to protect.
I think he was expecting to protect, I guess.
He might, probably, yeah. I mean, it's still a good move.
It was probably like something like he was switching it up, like Reshiram, Earth Power, and the Diancie, and then he would Giga Drain the Gyarados.
So here's a big
double target. Who knows?
We all know this is a shell smashing White Herb Terracosta. So he brings out the Grand Bull. This is nuts. Get the Intimidate off, and since the stat changed or a stat dropped, his White Herb triggers not on Shell Smash but on Intimidate.
Oh,
that's a big thing.
I warned him that was gonna happen.
Double Intimidate, definitely, yeah. Barely living on. And instead of Shell Smash, he just straight up goes to the Rock Slide.
Just like, screw it. He should have just Rage Powered Shell Smash anyway.
Honestly. So now he's just if that Intimidate wasn't there, that character down. That's for damn sure.
I talked to him after the match. He said he was already planning on because he went to a Yu-Gi-Oh event in Atlanta this weekend, and he just said his mind just wasn't in the game.
Yeah. So we get some more Protects here. A lot of Protects going on in the game. Both players taking their Pokemon's life very seriously.
Which is very funny because these two are they don't protect a whole lot.
Zach would know because he keeps track of those stats.
Chris especially is not known for protecting, so for this game, it's a really good change on his part. Here's something funny. He gets aerial ace on his Tangrowth for the night.
Yeah, think about it. Aerial ace for the Breloom.
Yeah, he was really expecting the Breloom today.
Because you gotta think he was trying to use Caracasa, so Breloom just completely destroys Caracasa.
That's for sure. So now Weavile comes back out again. Goes for the fake out on the Caracasta. Just when to mitigate that damage. But Chris does go for the Rage Powder here, so Granbull's gonna have to hit the which he goes for the Ice Fang, so he was gonna hit it anyway. Does a decent amount considering how bulky it is.
Pokemon's so bulky.
Yeah. Granbull takes his own life with the Life Orb though.
Granbull, no! Now the Intimidates are gone!
They did their job. So now we get back to, once again, the Great Wall.
Drago Wago!
Just cracked. Barely alive. More Rage Powder. For this. He really wants to keep the Caracasa alive right now. We got an Ice Shard. So even with the Rage Powder, he
probably was going to attack Tangrowth.
Yeah. But then here comes the Aura Sphere. And barely misses a knockout. We get a Rock Slide. Once again, with that, if that Intimidate boost drop wasn't there, he was probably getting a double knockout, to be completely honest, with that Rock Slide.
Well, he got the Intimidate reset, but he didn't do the Shell Smash.
Oh, never mind. You're right. You're absolutely right.
He had it on the Shell Smash, though.
With its last life, it takes this Ice Shard from the Rage Powder and gets knocked out. It's not going to keep the Caracasa safe from the Aura Sphere, though.
Hello?
What?
Hi.
Don't answer the phone on the mic.
Hello?
We're talking to you. What?
Hello?
What? Alright, Ice Shard, obviously.
Oh,
he survives!
He survives against an Earth Power. Landers gets a kill for the
Fuck
first
you, White
time
Lace.
ever.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, guys. I couldn't hear y'all. Like, y'all just cut off for me for...
No, we didn't cut off. You cut off.
You got cut off, man. You took the cut.
Anyway.
You just missed the final play.
And that was a 1-0?
I didn't miss that much.
I believe
No, that was not a 1-0. Remember he switched back Granbull.
No,
Granbull died.
Maybe. Shouldn't.
I'm pretty sure it was a 1-0.
It might have been a free-0.
No, it was definitely either a 2-0 or a 1-0, so...
One of those. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure it was a 1-0.
So we're halfway through these matches. Any of y'all feel like there was any MVPs that stood out?
Oh, that was a 1-0, by the way. Good question.
Weavile was putting in some work.
Weavile was doing good. I like Abomasnow too, just being biased.
Abomasnow? Yeah, Abomasnow was pretty
Giratina was doing good. Abomasnow did really good. And then if we're gonna give one a Azumarill, obviously.
I can agree with that. The Twitch viewers can decide. Any of y'all feel like there was anything that really like spoke out to you? Like, yeah, that Pokemon really shined in those matches. Really.
Yeah, let us know in chat. So this is you versus champ versus former champ.
Yep, this is we've had our Battle of the Jays.
No, we
had our Smash of the Brother. Yes, we did.
Battle of the Jays is next.
No, I'm saying like in the past.
Oh yeah.
We've had the Battle of the Jays, had the Smash of the Brothers. This is the first ever Clash of the Champs because we finally have two champs.
Right, exactly. So it's you guys fighting each other. You had some really good Pokemon for this match. He obviously has Mewtwo that he had picked up. Why don't you talk about it?
Alright, so I went into this match, and I was like, I'm really afraid of Hydreigon. So I bring a lot of stuff to kind of like combat Hydreigon in this match. And like, I was kind of just like trying to prepare for anything he could do. I was like, if he brings Scarf Lele, I need to outspeed it. So I bring Choice Scarf Timid Lunala. So like, there's no way I'm getting outsped by Mewtwo or Lele.
Right.
So like, I pretty much make it to where it's like, I have him playing in my hands from the get. And then like, I prepared for his Trick Room team. I prepared for his double screens with Meowstic. I was ready. So like, I feel like this was definitely the best team I could have brought for him. He brings a lot of things I didn't expect. I did not expect Porygon 2, especially the way he uses it. And Scrafty was also another thing I didn't think he was going to really bring this week, but he uses it to pretty good effect.
I'm surprised he didn't bring Deoxys.
He doesn't have Deoxys. I hate you so much. Yeah. He's going to probably have it eventually, but not right now.
Because y'all people want to keep playing.
I mean,
dude, okay, that's the problem. That's the problem every season with the Reese. It's like, he gets like the most broken shit, and somebody's like, "Oh man, why didn't you guys pick that up?" It's like, we picked up a bunch of other broken shit, dude. He was gonna get something anyway.
All right. Any of y'all want to chime in for anything?
Yeah, I mean, his team's pretty obvious. We're getting some boosts off. We're getting some strong intimidates with really bulky Pokemon with Metagross there and Rotom Heat. Then we have his Psychic Terrain that's just going to boost all his Psychic Pokemon. And that Porygon 2, probably Eviolite, is going to not only be super bulky, but it's probably going to have download, maybe some other moves. He's just all about trying to go for power you down in a sweep. I'm sure he's a little wary about bringing that Scrafty with that Milotic out there because that competitive can be pretty crazy. But I'm ready to kick it off if you guys are.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go. We're off. Zach versus Aris, champ v champ. Never before seen.
By the way, I changed my outfit for mid-season. Y'all should do that too.
Yeah, I've been rocking this outfit for a while. I should probably change.
I spiced it up. Changed my outfit, my battle style.
You guys are wearing the same fucking clothes in this match.
I'm saying after this match, you asshole.
How are you guys wearing the same fucking clothes? Would you guys fucking call each other? Hey, what are you wearing to school today? Oh, I'm thinking that purple thing and the pants with the slits.
This is pretty interesting to note. If you notice the Scrafty comes in, it does not have Intimidate. So this is probably like Moxie Scrafty. I guess he assumed I was bringing Milotic, so...
Oh yeah, that's a good counter when you don't bring your like Intimidate Pokemon because you know that they're gonna try to counter it. Tailwind goes up, and that's fucked for him. Lemon Lime never before taking that much damage in a single hit without being KO'd. That was pretty awesome on your part for doing that much. Shiny Tapu
Brick
Lele
was definitely really clutch. So I knew when he brought it out, like at that point, it was gonna die to a poison jab. So I'm like, if he switches it out, nothing's gonna appreciate taking this.
Ooh, Granuix, no!
That Zen Headbutt. That's Granuix.
Zen Headbutt in Psychic Terrain, just
with Life Orb.
Poison
jab just gonna take a free L.
Oh shit!
Right on the switch.
Body is dropping left and right.
Right on the switch.
Fuck that Pokemon, I guess. Get over here.
So Lunala and then Porygon 2.
Porygon 2
now I have
busting off download.
I got Tailwind set up. I'm Scarfed. No matter what he does, I'm going to be faster than him.
Metagross protects.
And he's aware that I'm probably going to be faster than him, so he definitely protects for the turn.
Taunt. Oh.
But I was thinking, like, okay, yeah, he's probably going to go for Trick Room at this point, maybe, something like that.
But even still.
Nope.
If he had Protect on there, that's still pretty good.
But now we get so this is actually not an Eevee. It's, we all know this one Porygon Z. This is Z conversion.
This is Z conversion 1. He wanted it to fail so that it kept his normal typing.
Oh, that's super fair.
So now you got a +1 in all stats, and he's still normal type.
And you're
so Moongeist Beam can't take it out.
Interesting strategy. Interesting move, Cotton.
We get the knockoff, but bulky bird. And then we get a Shadow Ball. If this Lunala did not took like a 6 point of chip damage, who knows? It would definitely probably.
If I did not have that Shadow Shield, she was done.
Yeah, now Mewtwo comes out.
All right, Mewtwo. What do you got? What do you got, Mewtwo?
My Tailwind's over, so he does not know I'm scarfed yet.
But here comes Moongeist Beam because you are scarfed.
I don't see no scarf in that bat.
Boom. Mewtwo survives
with the Focus Sash.
Yeah, because the crit obviously would have definitely killed him no matter what.
He tried to use me first.
Oh, man.
He tries to use me first, but he doesn't know that if you don't have it doesn't have priority. So if you don't outspeed it, you don't move.
Super unfortunate. Return coming out, almost taking out the big bulky Ogre Scorp
with stab. I'm surprised he didn't go for I don't know, try attack or something. But I guess return does do a lot of damage after a +1.
I guess this is a physical attacking. No,
well, he's got Shadow Ball too. So.
Yeah, so it's mixed.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. He's got a +1 and everything. Why not?
Yeah. So Mewtwo coming out with the protect. Porygon 2 going for the recover.
I felt like after knowing that I'm scarfed, this was going to be a very passive turn for him. So I felt safe in switching out for both of my Pokemon.
Yeah.
And you were right.
Mewtwo goes for the side strike here. Huge hit, but I guess he was assuming he just wanted to get the Clefairy out of here as fast as possible, but doesn't take out the Clefairy. Skull coming out in the Porygon 2. No burn, and we get a Shadow Ball. Double targeting the Clefairy.
You should know that Clefairy's too strong for you to handle, Mewtwo. This is what you get for being a punk bitch. I'll teach you, Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Thinking you're strong.
Clefairy throwing the literal...
Friend fucking guard, man.
Well, Friend guard only boosts...
Yeah, only my...
I know, I'm saying, that's why it's important that he's out there.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
The power of friendship is too strong.
And you know that he's good attack bait now, because he wants to get rid of him.
Yeah.
This Porygon 2, though, still virtually super healthy.
Yeah, very hard to kill.
Yeah. So we get a helping hand out here for the
a little bit of a misplay on this. I felt like maybe he would have switched or something.
Mm-hmm.
But, no.
Goes a high jump kick. High jump kick! Goes a big hit. Skull coming out on the Scrafty. Gonna take it out with the helping hand, because without a competitive boost, Milotic doesn't really do too much damage by herself.
Mm.
And then a return coming out. Actually going to Milotic. I'm surprised it didn't.
Triggering the berry!
The Clefable here. The Clefairy. Just because you get that follow me support out of the way. Also get revenge for Mewtwo's death by the hands of a mere mortal.
So this is the funny part. He knows I got follow me support. He knows he doesn't want to take that free hit. So he protects. But I expect that. So I protect.
And then gets to recover. So now it's just a battle of the tanks.
Mm-hmm. Who will win? Duck or eel?
Boom.
Pretty sure that's... Is that an eel? I don't think it...
I think it's an eel.
Why didn't you just helping hand?
For what?
Just get a Scald off on the Rotom Heat.
To protect and not die.
No, I'm talking about this turn.
Oh, because at this point I didn't care. Because Clefairy dies, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, but I mean, you could have done a helping hand and then one-shotted the Rotom Heat.
It wasn't worth it to me.
Okay. Champion's prerogative.
Because you gotta think, if he has like an Electrium, like he has like a Thunderbolt or something, you know.
Yeah, I guess. Clearly he doesn't.
No. I think the only reason he will with a Thunderbolt is because I have Raichu out there with Lightning Rod.
Yeah. Joke's on you though. That's actually not competitive. That's Marvel scale. That'd be nuts. Taking these returns like a champ.
Alright, and it's fucking pretty much over here.
But yeah, I had Focus Blast on there just in case he brought Hydreigon, and it just kind of had, like, you know,
Honestly,
relevance here.
I think that this match and the last match should have been switched in order because that last match was way tighter.
Well, that's your opinion, bro. That's your opinion, bro.
I mean, look at you with your 4 fucking Pokemon.
Hey, there's 3
This was sick. This was sick. So he used return, and I'm like, you know what? I can lock him in a return. So I Encore, pretty much healing because I don't have Protect on this. So I'm like, I'll kind of use Protect.
He can't really do shit.
Yeah. And he's like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, I can't kill this Diva, so I guess I'll try to kill the Raichu. But he's locked into a normal type move, so I'm gonna switch out to my Ghost type.
Yep.
Pro plays.
Get another recover in.
Just dancing against the damn duck.
Here we go.
And now he's locked, so like he can't do anything but return. So I can just double hit him for free.
Yeah.
Still not doing a whole lot of damage though. Like, dang this beefy duck.
He gets burned too.
Yeah, the burn will help though. And that return is even weaker.
Oh,
Look
yeah,
at that.
That's true.
Look at that nonsense.
Nothing. Does nothing.
That's over.
Yeah, my Milotic doesn't do too much damage unless she gets out of the boost, but she is really janky.
Yeah, I
She
mean
doesn't
that's
even
the
need
whole
it.
thing. She doesn't necessarily need that, you know, like.
She doesn't need the kill as long as she's spreading that burn around too.
But that was the Battle of the Champs, first Clash of the Champs we've ever had. Pretty crazy match. I
Goes
just pretty
to
much
current.
tried to control. Yeah, just pretty much tried to control the game as much as I could. I know that the next time we're going to play, his team's going to be completely different. So who knows what's going to happen.
So I guess honestly, I mean that's kind of a hard one. My low tick Clefairy, I mean that's a hard one.
Yeah. Maybe Clefairy.
I guess
Maybe.
Clefairy.
I mean, look. Clefairy like beat up one of the strongest Pokemon in the game all by herself. So.
Right. And here we have the final match of the week.
The Battle of the Jays, always a good one.
While I do that, hang on. Let me go to do this one thing that I'm gonna do.
That's right. That's right, Jordan. Battle of the Beam. That's the real.
Yeah, bro.
That's the real. That's the real
Look,
final
look.
this season.
Mewtwo is the OG legendary. It deserved to die to Clefairy.
You're gonna be seeing you're gonna see all the Beamborn boys up top cut at the very end of this.
Just throwing it out there. If y'all want to see it, we are still giving away the Zygarde. Drop your fishies out there. Acquire your wormies.
That's probably why
Are so
people aren't.
inclined.
That's probably why people aren't doing it.
No.
That goddamn-
Hard
No,
thing.
that has
They saw
nothing
that
to do with it.
hashtag and they're like, "What the fuck?
Ew.
Fuck
That
this
is
guy!
That is not what it is.
Grab your wormies! What the
Grab
fuck?
That's
That is not it. That is not it.
Is he talking about dicks? Who? What? Who is this?
You want to drop your fish and grab your worm? Let's go.
Drop your fish and grab your wormies. Really?
Really?
Alright,
Wow.
so
Fucking 5.
we're going into the last match here of the week. I queued up the spreadsheet too, so after this we can talk about the mid-season transfers. But we have, B-More Bros are killing it lately. All the Baltimore players doing really well in general. I mean, Speakman obviously not doing too well, but 2 of his matches were forfeits, so like he's been doing well in the matches he's played recently. This one he lost, not a big deal, but you get the point. Anyway, if you want this Zygarde, just drop a goddamn Magikarp onto the GTS asking for a Zygarde level 100 and I'll send it out to you. Nobody's taken me up on it yet. Somebody wants a Milotic though, so I mean I guess they fucking liked that match. So I guess Milotic really for MVP of that last one, but we can talk about the Battle of the Jays. So we have yet to have one this season. This is the first one. We missed that Battle of the Jays in Season 2 and playoffs. Like, we didn't get to have that, so that was a bummer. Always a great match with these two, and this week is no exception. They are the last match of the week. Here on Jordan's side, we have a little bit of a sand core, not really, kind of. I mean, I guess you have the Gigalith, who's going to benefit from his own sand, and then the Lucario, who's immune to the damage. But Gigalith, as we've seen in the past, has access to gravity, so that pairs well with this Darkrai here. Togekiss there to eat hits that are meant for Darkrai, as well as support the team and do some spread damage. Prankster on this Illamuse is going to be able to set whatever the fuck he wants, as far as like weather, and also screens. Any type of support stuff can come from that, and Palkia is strong as ever, as always. The cleaner, aka Jay, the Delgados, has the Rotom Wash, which is everybody's fucking biggest ask from him, which he'll never give you. And that Pokemon is just a bulky, amazing Pokemon. It's fucking insane how powerful that Pokemon is. And then
listen, Jay. If you're listening to this, you can give me Rotom Wash. You don't have to be stingy about it.
He's not going to do it. But then we have Crobat, who we see that he doesn't have anymore as of now. But he has it this season, or in this match, and it's going to do his leading move. Dialga, always a great Pokemon, probably telepathy, so it can pair with this, what is this Pokemon's name all of a sudden? Crocodile, with Intimidate and probably some Earthquakes, which that Crobat's also, and the Rotom is meant to pair with. Sableye, another one of Jay's MVPs, always uses them, and he is here to support his Pokemon and also do a little bit of damage here or there. Then Kyurem White, just coming up the rear to just spread damage everywhere. You know, he's just a big bulk boy that also has a lot of attack damage. And we're ready to go if you guys are.
Yeah.
We sped through that one. 1, 2, 3, go! Another person asking for my low tick. I can't give you one though, bro. I'm sorry.
We're strictly only giving Zygardes.
Because we like touching our worms, apparently.
Peace signs. Yeah.
What's wrong with wormies?
Worms.
First of all, gummy bears are way fucking better.
Also, he's not a worm. He's a fucking cell.
He is a worm.
He's cells, but okay.
He lives in the dirt. He's a worm.
Alright, so Sandstream kicks up. It's going to do a little bit of damage here or there.
We'll probably go with Dark Pulse.
Yeah, he has been using a special attacking Lucario like every time.
I mean, I get it for this match because he doesn't want Crocodile to come in and intimidate it, and then it's weaker.
Yeah.
Ooh,
so
Gigalith.
is already out.
Didn't even stand a chance.
He was not dealing with that gravity. He saw gravity in work before. He was not dealing with it this time.
Darkrai comes out there.
Darkrai's already out. So Darkrai with the Psychic, actually. I'm gonna take out this bitey boy over here.
And outspeeding it too.
Last week bringing
Crobat's pretty fast.
I think this might be Scarf because Crobat definitely outspeeds Darkrai.
I don't know. Let me look.
Oh, he gets the flinch.
Oh yeah, he gets the flinch with Dark Pulse, which is hilarious. He's bringing interesting moves on Darkrai. This week, I guess we're preparing for the Crobat. Oh, I have no idea how Darkrai outsped Crobat because
it's 125. I mean, I guess this is just.
It
must be a timid Darkrai and like an adamant Crobat.
Yeah, it had to be.
Or something. It's probably not very invested in speed. That's probably what it is.
That too. So Snarl gonna be protected. Yeah, Snarl coming out, lowering the power of that Lucario, so it won't be able to spam as much. Might want to get out of there. Sandstorm taking a lot of damage on his Rotom.
Rotom Wash really surviving though.
So we get the switch out and reset that special attack with Togekiss. And a big threat for the Sableye. It's only weak to Fairy type now with the new Pokemon, with the new typing. But we get a Will-O-Wisp off here. Instead of the Lucario, it's going to Togekiss now. So trying to like mess up the longevity of this aircraft.
That's
Dark raw odds. Dark Void.
Raw
50% accuracy.
Gets asleep on the Sableye. So Rotom protected itself, so it's still awake, but it's very, very low, and not gonna outspeed this Darkrai.
Ooh, triggers a berry.
Triggers a berry.
Ooh.
Joke's on you, gonna hit in the face with a lot of sand will sometimes trigger berry eating.
That's true.
Live by the passive damage, buy by the passive.
Yeah. Jordan just said this. It's timid. So it has to be
I'm assuming the Crobat wasn't very invested in speed.
Bad
or
fucking
like
dreams.
Yeah, that or is it Adamant? Because Adamant wouldn't outspeed it.
Darkrai, get back here. Go, Palkia.
So Giant Dragon replacing the Nightmare. Jay's team right now is really passive, but he gets the Thunderbolt off on the Togekiss. Gonna take a huge hit out of it, not gonna one-shot, but Dazzling.
Jordan, did you not learn? You don't keep it in versus electric types.
Almost one-shots a Sableye, but the berry triggers, so it goes back to the huge amount, but it won't take another Dazzling Gleam to get that mod one. Sandstorm goes away though, and Leftovers recovery on the Togekiss gonna go back down.
This is stressful.
This is stressful. So Palkia goes for the Spatial Rend here. Definitely trying to get that Rotom.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, all these cool animations of Pokemon we never banned.
Yeah.
And then Dazzling Gleam comes out for the out.
Nice.
I actually asked him to trade me that Palkia. He refused.
Obviously.
Yeah, he wouldn't get rid of the Palkia, man. Look at that little pearl armor. King K Smooth comes out, busting out and intimidate. That's not gonna matter.
Do anything. And then Dialga coming out. Or Battle of the Gods of Time and Space.
Boom. What's up, bro? I ain't seen you since Arceus dropped the song.
So Dialga actually going first instead of it's scarfed or not.
Maybe it's scarfed.
Yeah. Palkia not even getting a second word in. Just gets the knockout from Dialga.
I guess time wins, bro.
Wins this round. And then a Rock Slide coming out on the Crocodile should take out this Togekiss.
Oof.
Double
baby.
kill.
That
was very intimate, Mizu. That was.
So Darkrai comes back out. Big threat here, and you know what goes well with a God of Darkness? A tiny bug. So let's go with Illumise.
3-3. Come back, Paragon.
Sends out the Kieran White instead of the Dialga.
He said it was scarfed.
That's fair. I guess he valued Dialga over Kieran White here.
This was like wild to me. I was like, why did he bring this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he goes Z Tailwind here.
That's strange.
I guess maybe he was just really afraid to taunt.
That might be the case, honestly. I'm about to say, what moves does Illumise have that's high crit ratio? But if folks,
it must have been afraid of like Sableyes, Prankster taunt.
There goes the K rule.
The Crocodile.
Aura Spear just wrecked that.
So now he's locked in too to these last two Pokemon.
Never mind. So we get a helping hand here.
This was really funny. So he helping hands and like raw odds again and Dark Voids him.
I'm just so confused. What does helping hand boost anything for Dark Void or?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
I really don't think so. I'll look.
He's fast asleep.
I don't think it boosts the accuracy of moves.
I'm not sure.
Z-Bug
increases damage.
Wow, does the Z moves actually go through sleep? That's kind of nutty.
No, he's not asleep. Only the Dialga is asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it does. It just boosts the like power of a move by 50%, so it does not like.
Oh, that was interesting.
Make it any more accurate. Man, that Kyurem looked like a.
Maybe he was like, if I clap.
Did you see that Kyurem drive-by go by there?
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised he brought the Z bug.
Now it's 2-2.
I'm Z-Bug. I think he brought it for Darkrai.
Yeah, but like Darkrai's not really a bulky. So I don't know what bug move.
Why you gotta judge my man's like that?
I ain't judging. I'm just saying, what bug move does Kyurem White even get?
This helping him Aura Spear is gonna hurt.
Yeah, that one shot.
He should have not protected.
He protected at the wrong time.
He should have not protected with Kyurem. If he had done the fire move, it would have Oko Lucario, and that would have been fucking game.
And now this Encore is just gonna seal the game.
That's fucked.
That was the worst time to protect right there.
Yeah. Lucario doing a lot of work for Jordan. So.
Yeah, Lucario honestly might be MVP. I'm actually gonna throw it in.
Fire on either of those dudes. He would have lived from the Oris, maybe not with the helping hand, but
the blue flare was the move to do for sure. Or no, fusion flare. I'm sorry.
Whichever, yeah. And then it's just.
I'm still trying to figure out what bug move this freaking Kyurem White had.
We're not going to talk about those reads though. But yeah, I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring. Lucario for MVP. It really did work this round.
Yeah. And goodbye, Kyurem.
Anubis showing people you don't mess with the god of death.
You don't mess with the blue fox.
And that's the last match of the week 9. Here we have Jordan taking the win in the best match of the week. Really clutch match, awesome match. And now we can kind of talk about what happened in the midseason. What's going on with these teams? You guys got it pulled up. Oh, what's up?
Anybody? I was just saying, did y'all want to decide on MVP?
I'm thinking
probably say Lucario.
We have 2 people for Unis actually.
Okay.
The bug did everything. The bug just helping handed a Dark Void.
Well, he also did encore. He encored the Kyurem, which if Kyurem hadn't been encored, he would have blue flared, fusion flared, and that would have killed because he would have eaten the first hit, and then that would have killed Lucario.
So by the game data, I looked it up on Bulbapedia. Helping Hand does not boost the accuracy, but I guarantee that Dark Void only hit because Illumis gave Darkrai its moral support. You can do this. You can do this.
That's what I'm saying. He's platform.
Put him to sleep. Put him to sleep, please.
I don't like Illumis. I'm saying Lucario.
I feel like Lucario was the one.
I felt like Lucario was more important, personally. That's just me, but the Twitch chat viewers automatically get a +1 because they're viewing the chat. So
no, that's 3-2, or I guess 3-3 if you give them a +1.
Anybody else got any opinions?
We need Mike or somebody to say something. He's gonna be like, bro, whatever.
They're probably not watching anymore.
Boom! What's up, midseason wire? Midseason people that we're looking at. So here we have the teams after the midseason wire. There's still one more 1-1 transfer coming up. Some of these people still have trades, as you can see, but these are the teams right now.
Mm-hmm.
You have it pulled up, Zach?
Yeah, no, I have it up.
So talk about it.
Alrighty.
Reese, man,
Aris did a really clutch pick by taking Aegislash on the last wire, making it so nobody could snipe him. He didn't have to fight for it. It was a really strong move to make because he didn't care about dropping Mewtwo because it dies like fairies. So, that was a great move on his part. Picking up Mandibuzz and Greninja, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Honestly,
he wanted a Veltal, so he got Mandibuzz, I guess.
I understand it, but he didn't. So,
he didn't.
He doesn't have the dark. What is it? Dark Aura.
Yeah, Dark Aura. It's still got Tailwind. And
still
a fat bitch.
I get that, but what I'm saying is he's got Scrafty, he's got Greninja, he's got Mandibuzz. He just traded you Hydreigon.
Yeah, he had Hydreigon.
Why does he have all of these dark types?
He's a dark type fan, man.
Come to the light.
So his team is still looking really fucking gnarly though. Like,
I mean, it's good, and it's a Reese, so it's always going to be a strong team to face against. I get that, but like
Mike, however, he picked up.
I don't understand the teams.
Yeah, and he also got Azumarill from me, which I got for Hydreigon. Tapu Koko, Kartana. He picked up Kartana as one of his Uber picks. That's a really powerful Pokemon, but it's super frail too. But I guess Pelipper supports it.
Definitely the pick to make with Rain, since like it powers down the fire moves aimed at it.
Yeah, exactly. And then he was able to get Goliaspod, and right now he has Arcanine from the wire. One of his favorite Pokemon that he used last season and a lot of other seasons. He's a great Pokemon. So
the other Fire Furry with Intimidate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very strong pick. Dan, you want to talk about John's pickups?
Okay, so John, for this one, he picks up Zygarde, which I'm really interested to see how it does. We all know about it in singles, just literally the unkillable machine. And then got my boy Amoonguss over here. Especially just if once Zygarde gets that 100% form, you can just start redirecting hits to Amoonguss now, so Zygarde can stay healthy, get some setups with either Coil or Dragon Dance whenever you want. Literally only needs one attack, which is 1,000 arrows. Hits every single Pokemon in the game, no matter.
Yep.
Very terrifying threat, and he's still got really good Pokemon with this because he's got the sand with the hip out on. Zygarde doesn't care about. Amoonguss for the redirecting, Weavile, take out. He also has Salazzles too, which double take out, double Intimidate too, which can make Zygarde.
He doesn't have double Intimidate anymore because he
dropped. Oh yeah, he got rid of
Gramble,
the doggy, but then he's also got. He's got a really bulky team, actually. He's got Zygarde.
He's got a very thick team. Honestly,
he's got Zygarde, Giratina.
His team is really scary looking right now.
Yeah.
Especially since he's got Zygarde with automatic redirection support with Amoonguss and Spore. So, like, Zygarde's going to have plenty of opportunities to set up and avoid ice beams aimed at it.
Oh, yeah, that. Wow. And he's also got Diancie, who is a little bit bulky herself, but gets really scary once there's Diamond Storm. He's also got double Spore support along with the balloon. And
that's it. I didn't think of that.
Priority Tailwind Talon. He drops the Gyarados.
Honestly, like you guys can't be taking him for granted. He's gonna crap all over you.
He's trying to make a comeback now. He got his first.
Yeah.
He got his
first win. Still in contention. Just he's got to aim for them lower spots. But
I mean, with this team, he definitely can.
He can definitely beat Jay Wade. We know that.
Yeah. He's got a really powerful team. If he can turn his season around and make it to the top 8 and make it to playoffs, like he could be a threat. Then you got me. I still have my Salamence Aurora. I randomly picked up Bronzong for my other Pokemon.
You were still a little under the influence when you picked
I don't know what you're talking about. I grabbed Volcanion. Yeah, okay. Which pairs really well with Politoed. Veltal, I wanted more bulk when I was coming around here, which is kind of why I got like Volcanion and Bronzong and Hydreigon and Veltal. Like I wanted a lot more bulk, and then I traded Dan Chandelure for Conkeldurr. Just a powerful fighting type. It's also a little bulky. Maybe I'll use it. Maybe I won't. I mean, I don't know. And then Nidoking still repping the field. Excadrill paired with Tyranitar is a monstrous form. I mean, Excadrill and Nidoking shit on fairy types. And they're just really good Pokemon. And now I got a lot more flying, and I got some levitates now, so like my Earthquakes can pretty much not be too hard on my team. Really good stuff going on there. And then I'm pretty excited about this last 1-on-1. We'll see what happens. See if I can get something tight. We'll see.
We got Jay Wade. Honestly, Jay Wade, his pickups weren't like super crazy. I mean, we got Como here. I used Como it's last season a little bit. It's cool and all when you pull it off, but like in this meta specifically, there's so many fairy types around. Like you gotta really play that well. Like you gotta have something that can like, pretty much crap on fairies as soon as they come out there, which is, I guess, why I'm assuming he tried to get Bisharp from Mike. Very solid pickup for him. Good under trick room too. So that's definitely all the more power to him.
We have a lot of stat drops too, with a lot of icy wind support and
yeah,
all these intimidators, especially with the wire giving us some.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. That was definitely a smart move on his part.
I know he really wanted Arcanine.
Yeah, he really
missed it.
Really wanted Arcanine, but he missed out on that. So I guess he picked up Heatran to have a fire type. Not the biggest fan of the pickup.
Yeah, honestly, I felt like he should have gone for if he was going for a fire type.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I get why he did it, but I felt like there's just stronger options out there. Like even Blacephalon, like that thing's a monster.
Yeah, that I actually forgot that too. That's
should have got that.
We'll see. We'll see.
Blacephalon would have been my get if you had got Volcanion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was banging on the fact you were probably gonna Blacephalon. I was like, I'll pick up Volcanion.
Yeah. Anyway,
we got Speakman.
Yeah, I guess I'll talk about Speakman since you're about to come right up, Dan. So yeah, we got Speakman here. He picks up Terrakion. Very good pick for his team. Definitely something that can punish any ice types that are aiming Ice Cube at Landorus. Very just strong mon in general, honestly. I used them a lot in the past 2 seasons. Just even having like a focus sash on and setting up rocks and then smashing things, is just so good to have on a team. And then he also goes for Latios. Very good mon now that's not an asterisk. Has Levitate to partner up with his like ground types and earthquake users. And just a general monster, like
and
a powerhouse.
Can also be a support Tailwind too.
Yeah. Tailwind, Draco Meteor, just very all around good mon. Like if you just look at Speakman's team for a second, this team is just all around good mons. Like things that are just generically really good and can go with any team he decides to bring. So that makes him a little more unpredictable, a little harder to counter. So that's pretty good. And then Dan, you want to talk about yours?
So I was having a big problem with if I wanted Tornadus or Amoonguss first. I'm trying for like a whole week now to try and pick up that Tornadus Incarnate from. I was offering so much stuff for it because I really wanted to try and get Amoonguss. And he didn't hit me up until after the fire trade, so I felt like Tornadus was more important than super strong. So I picked up Tornadus. I have a huge bug weakness, and I realized I also have a fire weakness too, with a Hoopa, Bulu, Liepard, Rhenoclus. All these Pokemon are weak. I have the Hail Core that's weak to fire. So along with that, I was gonna go for Volcanion, because it answers both of my issues with water beating the fire and then a fire beating the fire. But since that got sniped from me, I went for Suicune, which I've used Suicune here and there very rarely during my single days. It's a Pokemon that I do enjoy, but I haven't used it in quite some time, so it'll be fun going back to that, seeing what I can do with it. Really bulky, also really complements itself on my team. I don't have like the bulkiest stuff like John, but I do have really good synergy with Tapu Bulu giving the free leftovers recovery for Suicune. Suicune's already super bulky as it is. Can do a lot of things. Has packs of Tailwind. Can be an offensive threat if it needs to, especially and can pack Blizzard on it with the Hail Core. Can be a Calm Mind setter. Has a lot of good stuff. So we're gonna see how it goes right now. Right now in my head, I'm kind of treating my third asterisk as like flex pick, where I can just drop it things and pick them up every week. But we'll see.
I like that. I like that flexibility.
And then we picked up.
Not fully committed to anything.
Right for right now, we'll see. Picked up Bruxish. I don't know why. Don't ask questions. It has a thing that says, so that's good in my eyes. Everything else about the and then picked up Chandelure from Ian. Another thing to answer all of this bug type stuff. We mostly have a lot of Pokemon with bug coverage instead of bug type attacks.
Yeah, but just like ice.
it's still it's still an option, especially because there's a lot.
I mean, you needed a good fire type in general after getting rid of Marowak.
Hey man, we still got Incineroar, so we'll see. But
True.
Chandler is also good because it's a ghost type that can switch into a fighting attack since I have the Hail Core.
And also gets Trick Room itself too.
It gets Trick Room, gets stuff like Memento. Like it has good support options, like being this walking, flaming destruction ball, 145 special attack. But we'll
Ian
see
never
how much
used it right anyway.
He used it once against me. it was pretty good. It worked. It works. So we'll see. I do have a huge passion for Chandelure.
Speaking of Ian, where is Ian?
I'm right here, man. You guys were talking about your teams.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's pretty dope, man. And then we got Jay coming up, keeping his Rotom White right now. I mean, Kyurem White, my bad. Rotom Wash, Sableye, and Dialga coming in tight, staying on his team. Nobody changed there. I had dropped Solgaleo, if you didn't notice that. So, like, I'm done with him. But he keeps both his asterisks, much like a lot of people, actually, and drops down to get Marshadow, who's an amazing asterisk Pokemon. He was also able to pick up Ninetales Alola, which is a super awesome Pokemon, especially with access to Aurora Veil. He picked up Starmie all last minute, like, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Volcarona was one of his trades, I believe he got. With Mike, yeah. So is that registered as a trade? Did we register that one? Was that earlier?
No, we didn't.
Oh, I need to fix that. That's my fault.
He has one trade left.
Yeah, he has one trade left. But
I took it from Mike, but I guess I forgot to put it back on his.
Yeah, I know he picked up Stormy because he was talking in the recap video with Jordan that he has an insanely huge fighting type weakness. So he's picked up stuff like Starmie and Volcarona, which don't really care about fighting types, but really hit pack a punch. Especially Marshadow, who doesn't really take damage at all from fighting types.
Yeah, he does have a good amount of ghosts too, so like it's like he had a kind of balance there, I guess, but I guess he still wants some more.
Yeah, he's trying to make some variety on his team, but which is something we all really strive for, honestly. I've got some holes I still need to fix in my team myself personally.
Yeah, so he's sitting pretty good there with that team. I mean, Marshadow's a monster.
Wait, we traded Crobat for Volt before midseason started.
Wait. Okay, did he?
So he did it on the wire before.
He did it with that's fair.
Oh, okay.
Make it 0 trades anyway.
You're about to screw Jay out of a trade.
My bad. I just didn't realize some people got the posts mixed up. Who knows?
I mean, let's be real. It's not like he's gonna trade that Rotom or Sableye anyway, so he doesn't need those two trades.
Jordan picked up Stakataka at the last minute on the previous wire, and then was able to grab Solgaleo that I dropped. And what else did he grab?
Gardevoir.
Oh yeah, Gardevoir. I'm not. I mean, it's not Mega Gardevoir.
It's not Mega Gardevoir, but
I mean, it's still a strong Pokemon. Like even like Mike brought it a couple times.
That move pool is one of the most insane move pools I've seen in the Pokemon.
But
Psychic Fairy is just
you can see a strong like Trick Room core going on here. He also traded for that Porygon too.
Psychic Fairy in general is just a really good typing. It's got a really good special attack stat, and its abilities are super useful too.
And its speed tier is like in the middle.
Like Gardevoir being able to come in when their opponent has Intimidate and then copy it, Intimidate, and then use it against them is super clutch.
Or switch into for like immunity, like switch into Flash.
Or even like they got a Weather out and Swift Swim user out.
Oh, doesn't it have Trace too?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's Trace. It also has Synchronize too, so it can switch into a Thunder Wave and then paralyze something else.
And then you get paralyzed.
Right.
And then telepathy. Who cares?
Awesome. So amazing Pokemon there. He's got lots of options. Then Zach, go ahead, man. That's you.
Oh,
all right, man. So, I kind of played politics this mid-season. I went to like everybody's DMs. And kind of just collected intel, seeing what everybody was trying to drop, what everybody was looking for. And I mean, hey, it's cool, it's after the fact, there's no shame in my game. I'm just saying, I was pretty much just trying to see what people were interested in and tell them what I'm interested in. I wasn't really asking anybody to back off, all the competition,
Yeah, I
competition
compared
is
notes
there.
with a few people.
Yeah. So, anyway, I was really stressing to go after Magirna. Magirna was like my number one pick, and I got really scared for a minute because I posted, and then I saw Magirna was timestamped for like 11:59. I was like, oh no, 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 no. So I like quickly was like, I reposted like dropping Jolteon for Magirna like real quick. Because I would have been really FML if I lost that one.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so I still got my picks. Originally I was not going to go for Lando because I was, but like just having the ability of intimidate and just being able to like sound shady, just being able to like intimidate and kind of like pivot Landorus around against any team is so strong that the typing doesn't necessarily matter, even if I do have Mamo already.
Yeah, I mean, you have Pokemon that can resist ice.
Yeah, so I can switch it out to Ho-Oh, I can switch it out to whatever. So
yeah,
it's pretty good for pivot. Other things. I didn't do any trading yet. My team feels pretty strong as it is right now. Basically, I was using this midseason to just kind of patch up the weaknesses my team has. Really weak to Stealth Rock, and Lando kind of helps with that with the default support. And then we got McGinner here to like scare out any dark type Pokemon that can like come and ruin Lunala's day.
Scare Pokemon in general.
Yep, that too.
Awesome. So
yeah,
that's
man.
pretty much mid-season. We had some great trades. There's still some trades that can happen. We'll see what happens throughout the week. And next week, everybody's going to have whole new teams to compete with.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a wild ride.
So, like we said earlier, we're going to do a stream on Sunday again, but this stream is going to be just an exhibition between Zach and I. The off-season is where we tend to do games or like, we do tournaments and other stuff off-season. This off-season, Zach, if you would take it away, what are we doing this off-season?
We are doing a new tournament called Bottom of the Barrel Mini Draft. This is basically going to consist of like really, really obscure mons, like things that just see virtually no competitive play, mostly in the untiered bracket. This is going to be like Dodrio, like Cypher Eviolite, just a whole bunch of stuff that you would never expect to see like in a competitive setting, and we're just going to throw them out there and see who can make the best team out of them. It's kind of like just grabbing the worst and trying to make the best out of them. So I'm cool. Really excited. I'm really excited to see what happens with it.
So he and I are going to do a mini draft between ourselves, just where we draft 12 Pokemon there, and then we're going to go head to head with our teams in the next stream. Yeah. So that'll be really cool to watch, and we'll talk about how mid-season ended up, because by then we will probably be done with not only the mid-season week, but also that weekend's trades, because it'll be Sunday. Trades and drops, so we'll be pretty much good on all of our teams. We'll be able to catch you guys up on those, and that will be next Sunday at 6:30 p.m. We're not going to put that one off. Again, sorry about the late stream. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, Dan, trade me a Cineroar, dude.
Lick my balls.
All right.
Whoa.
So that's
rated PG.
That's us signing off. As always, I've been your host, Murray, aka Ian. This has been Zach.
Yo.
And Dan.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you guys next time on Sunday. Peace out.